We're going to talk today about joy. Do you have joy in your life? How many people have joy in their life? How many people would like more joy? There's a whole bunch of us. So that's what we're going to talk about. One thing you can do to increase the joy in your life is sit down and write 2 columns. One column lists the most joy that you have versus feeling happy. Keep the list visible and keep adding to it as you think of new things that you're joyful about. Spend time with the things in the joy column and you will have more of both, because joyful creates happy. You can experience joy no matter the external circumstance. Joy is as constant as the sunrise and as gentle as a starlit night. Once you get the truth of that, you can breathe easier. There is no life that doesn't experience lightning and thundering. You see, we all experience lightning and thundering at times in our lives. My dad was an air traffic controller for over 50 years, and his job was to tell pilots whether they had small little planes or big jumbo jets. His job was to tell them when they were going to run into lightning and thunder. So, if your life is lightning and thundering right now, be gentle with yourself and tell yourself the truth. You are not creating the lightning or the thunder. It's just part of life. Do not beat yourself up if thunder is crashing into you right now. Seek cover and be safe. Did you know that thunder is created by the lightning striking the air masses and dividing them apart? And then when they come back together, they come crashing back together, and that's the thunder that we hear. It's a natural phenomenon of life all over the world. We cannot control when lightning and thunder are going to happen. We must ask ourselves, who or what is making your life rumble like thunder? And is there anything you can do about it? Literally, we don't have control over lightning and thunder, but we do have control over our reaction to it. We can make it big, we can make it small. We can label it as good or label it as bad. We can look for the lessons it's bringing. I personally almost always label whatever comes to me as good and look for the lesson that's come with it. It's a little bit of thunder that showed up for me. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Right on cue. That was amazing. That's great. I don't know if looking for the lessons is truly how the world works, but I do know it is how I live my life. Always looking for the lesson. We don't have to always get the lesson directly either. We can learn it from other people's lessons just by observing. For example, my husband had a young client who loved thunderstorms. In fact, she went out to her mailbox in a fierce storm. Well, she was struck by lightning as soon as she touched her metal mailbox, and she died instantly. She was in her early 20s. From this, I learned, don't go outside during a thunderstorm. Instead, take cover inside. I hope I meet that woman someday in the afterlife, if there is one, to thank her and tell her how her experience changed my life. I learned to be more respectful of thunderstorms, enjoying them from the inside of the building and not outside. I want to thank her for her experience that changed my life. I learned to be more respectful of thunderstorms from her, to stay inside, and to take cover. So you see, life has many twists and turns, all of which we can take a moment to say thank you for each. We're not able to control the weather, but we are able to control our decisions. That means at every crossroad, make a conscious decision to turn right or turn left or go straight ahead. And remember, once you make a decision, to own it, thoroughly embrace it. When you come to a crossroad, look left, look right, forward and backwards. Then decide what choice feels best to you and pick that one for yourself. Who is in control of your life? When we were little, our parents were in control of our lives. They bought us shoes and clothes that we were expected to wear. We got a little older, like in junior high, they still had the final say-so on things, like, no, we are not going boating on Sunday, or this weekend we're going to stay home and clean the house. With each year we got older, we took on more and more of our lives. Like at 16, I bought my first car. I think I've told you about this. It was a 1967 Camaro for $125. My parents were opposed to this, said I was wasting my money. You can't get a good car for $125, Patti. Still, I bought it, and it lasted well over a year, clearly defying my parents' recommendation. I did it anyway. Next came college. I had no idea what I was doing, and so I went to a school a friend of mine was going to, and it worked out. So I got confidence in my decision making, and that is how it goes. We get more confident in ourselves by making decisions ourselves and not counting on someone else to tell us what to do and how to do it. This is true in your life today as well as mine. The more you take responsibility of the decision making, you can, inch by inch, take over the controls of your life, because that is the way it ought to be. You really are in charge of your life. So I'm here today to encourage you to consciously take control of your life. If someone asks you to do something you really don't want to do, saying no is an option. Even if it's one of your parents or your boss, your partner, or a teacher, no is an option for you, always. It might be scary at first, afraid to make a mistake, and I say, so what if you make a mistake? We all do. There aren't any perfect people. As an adult, I know it's okay to make mistakes. There's no perfection in our lives. I tell my kids and grandkids, you are good enough just as you are. You've already got everything you need to be a happy, whole person. Let me say that again. You already have everything you need to be a happy, whole person. Can you say that out loud with me? I've already got everything I need to be a happy, whole person. Thank you. She's the only one that said it. Let's say it again. You've already got everything you need to be a happy, whole person. Okay. Let's say it one more time, but this time with gusto, conviction. I've already got everything I need to be a happy, whole person. I like the sound of that. That's great. This is your life we're talking about. Your life. You are unique and different from every other person on the planet. This sermon is about taking the reins of your life and deciding how you would like to live it. I recommend living big. Let your life, your thoughts, and your feelings take up space. And remember, you are not alone. If there is one thing we have in common with everybody else, everyone in the entire world, that one thing is that we are all flawed. You see, we feel pressure to be perfect. However, if we take in the reality that no one, not you, not anyone that you know, is perfect, the opposite is true. All 8,117,059,282 of us are flawed, with no exceptions. You can breathe easier because you're perfect just the way you are. What would it take for you to believe that you are perfect just the way you are? Of course, we can always improve and learn something new, but you don't have to. You are already perfect just the way you are. I found a letter from Christy Yamaguchi. I don't know if anybody knows her. The skater, right, yeah. I found a letter from her as I was going through a pile of papers on my coffee table. She's the 1992 USA gold medalist in ice skating. I would like to share some of her words with you. Competing in Albertville 1992 was an incredible challenge. Your support helped me to transition to a professional career in the sport I love. It also gave me the opportunity to give back to others. The lessons I learned on the ice weren't just about skating. These lessons were about life, resilience, passion, and the power of believing in something bigger than yourself. Thank you for your support along the way. So I say to you, take charge of your life and make today ridiculously amazing by being resilient and passionate and finding something bigger than yourself to believe in. So I want to sing the chorus of Joy to the World by Three Dog Night. It's in our program here.
We're going to do this right now.
Yeah, we're going to do
Sing
it.
this entire song right now. That's great.
Oh,
Yeah. According to the inserts.
As you are able.
This is, again, after this one, are you done with this one?
no.
Oh, don't sing yet. You have more to share?
Joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. One more time. Joy
to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me.
So now I'm back to my first question. Who is in control of your life? Who or what is in control of your life? Let it be you.
Yeah.
This sermon is about getting more joy in your life. Do you have joy now? Would you like more of it? Raise your hand if you would like more of it. Okay. It's possible, you know. All you have to do is to decide you want more joy in your life and then focus on it. Not just a little, but a lot. Every day, look at yourself in the mirror, look in your eyes, and say, I would like more joy to show up in my life. And it will. But we got to invite it in. I would like you to show up in my life, joy. Or I want to feel more joyful, more often. Say it loud, say it clear, at least once a day. You are more powerful than you have claimed so far in your life. The truth is, you're allowed to have more joy in your life. Remember, your parents are not in charge of everything anymore. You are, for your life. You are allowed as much joy as you'd like. I believe what we tell ourselves is a big deal. What I believe about manifesting is that it matters that you come to believe it, that you are capable of manifesting more joy in your life. You can have it. But the next question is, joy about what? I can tell you what brings me joy in my life, but you would have to ask yourself what brings you joy in your life. I just got back from 2 weeks visiting my sister in Key West. She bought a 37-foot houseboat, and it was delightful, joyful. She said, I just kept focusing on thinking about that boat that I wanted to get, and I put all the money I could into it. Amusing to me, as we were raised by the same parents, but how different we are. She got an inheritance from our grandmother of $35,000 that allowed her to get her beautiful houseboat. My brother and I got nothing. But the reality is, my brother and I visited my biological father for several weeks a year. When we went to visit him in Pittsburgh, my sister went and stayed with our grandmother. They had a tight bond. I asked her once if she ever considered sharing her inheritance money with me and our brother, and she said, no. Not once. I just knew I had to get that boat, so I put all of my inheritance toward it. I was, and I am, happy for her. It's a beautiful boat. My sister has always been a water baby, and that's why she moved to Key West. It's completely surrounded by water. Plus, she has a pool at her house, and of course, now a houseboat. She cannot get enough of that water, but she found the what for joy in her life, and you can too. The what for her is water, being in it, enjoying it, swimming in it every day. And remember, joy to the world, joy to you and me. Blessed be, and amen.